Hello, welcome back to my Diploma Diaries. We are now in the second term of the course and week 1 was all about making wedding bands. We had to make 2 rings for this project, one in silver, one in gold. Now I have to say I was really nervous about this one, mainly because I've never worked with gold before and the high cost of the materials meant the stakes felt a lot higher too. Whether this put me off or not, I'm not quite sure, but let's just say things didn't go quite according to plan. Now we have been warned that 9-carat gold is quite hard to work with, so I'm going to anneal this before I even try and start bending it into shape. Oh my god, this stuff is way harder than silver. I'm going to have to anneal it again. Alright, let's have another go at shaping this. Oh my goodness. Well, that was quite the workout. I think we're there. It was all looking okay up until this point, but this is where things started to go downhill. It didn't sell well. Okay, so fast forward, here's a little progress update for you. It's now 3 hours later, as you can tell, because it's gone dark, so I do apologise for the poor light levels. For some reason, I have just really struggled to get this to solder. It's a really hard metal. I couldn't get the joins to meet flush, and it's taken me, I think, about 15 attempts at annealing this and another 2 attempts at soldering. So it's a bit misshapen, it's a bit mangled, it's not the neatest job. If it was silver, I'd have melted it down and started again, but unfortunately, I don't have any more gold wire, so that wasn't an option. I'm going to give it a polish, give it a tidy up, and see just how bad it looks when it's done. Well, I'm happy to say I did get there in the end, and this is the finished ring. It was a challenge, both physically and mentally. I literally cried tears of frustration and my hands were sore for about 2 days afterwards, so I'm going to admit it, I didn't enjoy this one. At first glance, the ring looks fine and it did polish up beautifully, but there are still some plier marks on the inside and the shape and the thickness of it isn't even, just from the result of hours of wrangling with it. So in reality, it looks a bit more like something Time Team would have dug up out of the ground than something the characters of Middle-earth would go to battle over, which means I can't sell it, and neither do I want to melt it down or cut it up because hours of my life went into making this. So instead, I shall keep it and wear it as a reminder that sometimes things don't go the way we expect and our jewellery pieces don't turn out quite the way we'd hoped. And it wasn't a complete disaster. The silver wishbone ring, which was the other project I had to make, went swimmingly. Perseverance, that's what this represents.